What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite Star Wars podcast for the next, I think I did the math, it was like 6 weeks. 7 weeks. 7. Because this week counts.
Does it?
Apparently not with how this is going.
Oh my God.
Covering...
Third time trying to record this episode.
Am I glitching out already?
No.
Oh, okay.
It'll happen soon enough, we know.
It will, absolutely. Today we're covering Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Is it Star Wars? There's only one lightsaber.
Star Wars doesn't need lightsabers.
According
Star Wars is an
according
entire
to Twitter,
universe.
According to Twitter, lightsabers make Star Wars.
According to Twitter, this was a take I saw this morning that literally made me want to kill myself.
MS, baby.
Star Wars apparently is the definition of stories where good guy good, bad guy bad. There's no depth of any character, which I find incredible, seeing as there's only one person who morally is one way the entire time. That's Palpatine. He's the only true evil motherfucker. There is no good guys. Not actually. Like everybody, the entire point of Star Wars is like the flaws in everybody. The supposedly most evil motherfucker in Darth Vader is actually just the good guy. He just took a really bad path.
Even like Luke, the first character we follow, legitimately almost turns to the dark side in Episode 6. So.
Right, that's like the whole point of his character. That's the whole point of all their characters. This all stems from acolyte drama because people are stupid. But yeah,
I love that
without good
so
guy
late.
good and bad guy bad. It's not Star Wars. It's like, no, if you tried to dumb it down that much, it wouldn't be Star Wars. Like, come on.
I'm gonna timestamp this video basically. So we just started releasing the episodes for Star Wars, and like Acolyte just finished. So like,
yeah.
So everything now is like confirmed and everything like that. And I want to bring up something right before we actually jump into the movie because I texted you about it. But does Acolyte confirm that Yoda knows what the role too?
No.
Yeah.
Yoda doesn't know that the Sith are around right now. His appearance. Was he there? Was he there? Was he there to see that the Sith guy existed? Because the show, this is what bugs me. Grayson didn't watch the show. He's just pretending like he knows things. The character walking in to talk to him is walking in to lie to him about what just happened. That is the entire point. And I hate the people. Well, how doesn't Yoda know she's lying? I don't know. How didn't he know he was sitting next to the Sith Lord? I don't fucking know. Yoda's useless. Well, that's different. The Sith Lord was trying to hide it. Yeah, and she's lying. Therefore, she's trying to hide it. What do you mean? Come on. Use your brains.
So, apparently, according to internet, I am watching this show if I'm watching it through Twitter.
No.
I know. Anyways, we're talking about Rogue One, which is the second Disney produced Star Wars film after The Force Awakens. And
I'm sorry, restart. What did you just say?
The Rogue One is the second Disney produced Star Wars film.
Yeah.
That is fact. Are you going to argue with me?
No, I thought you said it was like the second best produced. And I was like, and not Disney film, just best produced Star Wars film. I'm like, why is Force Awakens your number one is my issue. That's where I was having my moments. Sorry, continue your spiel. What do you, apparently something's happening in life. That's wonderful. So Rogue One is a Star Wars story. That's I win. I broke him. It's not that hard to do, but I did it. I did it well. We haven't done the lead up yet. I kind of still need a co-host.
The lead up? I'm right here. What's up?
Yeah. Well, the lead up, we haven't built into a section, so I didn't know what to talk about.
You talk about the movie.
Well, yeah, but we had No, we have a way that we start these, which is
Do
normally
we?
you asking me my thoughts, but because it's Star Wars, it's reversed. So, Grayson,
Yes.
thoughts?
Pretty fucking good.
Yes.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Originally I wanted to watch this on my second monitor while I played college football because literally college football just dropped, and I'm like, I really want to play this really badly. And I was gonna have it on my second monitor. I didn't do that because I didn't have an HDMI cord that was working properly. So I just watched it on my little phone, and honestly, I paused college football to continue watching Rogue One. So it's that good.
The correct choice. It is. So, funnily enough, I'm kind of glad we took. Not glad we took extra time. We didn't choose to take extra time. Grayson's internet chose to take extra time the last time we tried to record this.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what their podcast is called, so I'm sorry. But Miller and I collectively refer to him as Hat Guy.
You're talking about the Skate Pop podcast. Yeah.
I saw them talking about Rogue One. Hat Guy doesn't like it because he thinks it's boring.
It can be. Like, I can see where he gets it from.
If you're comparing it to other Star Wars, then maybe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can understand his point. I don't think it's right, but I
don't, because I think one of the things that makes this movie and like Andor so special is that they don't follow the same formula as a regular Star Wars show or movie. They absolutely still feel like Star Wars. This feels more like Star Wars than most Star Wars movies. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't have the same weird structure to it as most Star Wars movies do. It is a very slow burn, but that's what I love about it. It truly gives it time to build everything. The suspense is actually there. Even though you know how this ends, you know how this ends. You know that the rebels get the plans, so you know they succeed. No, you do know, because that is literally how the next movie starts, is we have the plans.
Technically, we don't know when this takes place until the very end of the film.
I mean, there's some hints.
Yeah, but like you don't get a concrete answer until the moment they hand that.
You're saying this from the perspective of somebody who's never watched Star Wars before, which is fair.
Yeah.
But that wasn't 95% of people who saw this movie. They knew where it was and what it was doing. And that's what I'm saying, is because of when it came out, you do know what the ending is. But I like when you know what the ending is supposed to be, but you can like actually still feel the stakes. This movie does a great job. Well, yeah, and most prequels are bad. I'm sorry.
We got three good ones.
I don't really know. I don't know if them being prequels is what makes them good. I think it really everything is already really telegraphed for those prequels and how they'll go. The only stakes are because I watched them first. So
the only stakes are because we don't know who the fuck Padme is.
The only stakes are because I just want Anakin to not turn evil just this once. And he does every time, and I cry every time. Yeah.
But like I think Rogue One breaks out of the normal storytelling devices of Star Wars easily because it's not a space opera. It is a spy thriller. That's exactly what it is. It's behind enemy lines. This is like I was trying to think of a military movie, but I failed at doing that in my brain. So
Saving Private Ryan.
That's not but that's not a spy movie. That's not like a behind enemy lines type thing.
Well, I mean,
they are behind enemy lines, but like not like
kinda.
This is behind. They're not getting plans. They're getting a fucking dude.
I know.
Man, Saving Private Ryan's such a long movie, bro. I would be like, yes, let's watch that. But I'm like, dude, that's long as fuck.
What, Saving Private Ryan?
Yes, it's a 3-hour movie. I'm not about that life. Yeah.
When are we watching Oppenheimer?
Jesus. You want to talk about that?
I would love to. I don't want to talk about the conversation y'all had on Twitter, though. I avoided all of that, and I'm going to continue.
Fair
to do
enough.
so. I'm so
But
glad I didn't. So, weird thing. There was an argument about Oppenheimer. Before I went to bed, saw it and was going to respond and went, no, that sounds like a waste of my fucking time and it'll just make me angry. I went to bed. I woke up. The fucking world was on fire over this fucking tweet. Friendships were ruined. People hated each other suddenly. I was like, Jesus, I'm glad I didn't respond. Fuck.
That was
it was
legit fire.
insane. Like, I went to bed, it had been you and Jake talking, and that was it. That's why I was going to respond, and then I was like, no, this is just going to annoy me, because in my head, they're both going to be wrong, and I have to yell at both, and they'll both be trying to piggyback off me, like, see? And I'll be like, no, you fucking moron, you're wrong, too.
But I think Rogue One breaks out of those, and I think it benefits from that, so it doesn't feel like the same old formula.
Yeah.
At the same time, it kind of feels a little like if you watch this and go right into New Hope, you can kind of get some whiplash from like the genre switch.
Genre switch, maybe you could. I don't know. To me, I think it'd be more whiplashy to see why does Leia look different 30 seconds later?
AI Leia,
It's wild. AI Leia, bad. Why was AI Tarkin good?
AI Tarkin was not good. What the fuck are you on about?
What do you mean?
Honestly, I feel like you could have, you know what you could have done instead of using Tarkin? Use fucking Darth Vader.
No, because Tarkin is literally the guy in control of the Death Star.
Yeah, but like apparently like Vader's like kind of like he oversees everything, like he gives final order.
I mean, not exactly.
Vader's the director, Tarkin's the manager is how I'm seeing this like.
Not Vader's the I don't know how to put this.
Director by name. I'm just saying like that's like kind of like his role.
No, but we literally watch Tarkin give all of the orders and Vader just stands there.
Like, that's all he needs to do.
But what I'm saying is Tarkin is actually in charge of the Death Star. Yes, Vader can command him to do things. Vader can command anyone to do things.
Not Palpatine.
I bet he could. If he really wanted to and wasn't such a bitch about it. No, like actually though. He's such a little bitch about it. He could have. Yes.
Is Darth Vader a bitch?
Yes. Choked out his wife.
Hey, yo.
Not in the sexy way. In the really shitty way. Almost killed her. Again, not in the sexy way. Oh no, it's starting again. Oh, what a face for that to freeze on.
What?
Oh god, that was incredible.
Are we condoning wife murder again?
No, I was saying wife murder bad.
Wife murder good again.
No, I was saying wife murder bad, but I was also
wife
saying
murder 2024. Vote for wife murder 2024.
So I was saying wife murder bad, but no, it did just finish with, well, he almost killed her, and again, not in the sexy way.
There's an almost sexy way to kill someone?
Well, I mean, isn't that the entire... Never mind. We're not going down this rabbit hole, but yes, there is. That's literally the point. There's a whole genre of life about it.
Genre of life is a crazy sentence to ever hear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how do a lot of people die? That autoerotic is, you know, you just need choked out. It's the sexy way. But he wasn't choking her out in a sexy way.
That's not how that works.
Well, it kind of is.
That turns them on. It's the blood rushing that can turn them on.
Right. So. But it's the not being able to breathe that turns them on.
Which causes the blood to rush down.
Right.
Yes.
No, we're saying the same thing. You jackass.
You jackass.
Why do we keep going back to episode 3? We're on Rogue One.
Yes, because episode 3 is the GOAT.
So, Grayson, are you going to go back to how dumb you were the first time we recorded, or have you thought for 10 seconds and realized it was bad?
when we first recorded, we talked about Felicity Jones's age for like 10 minutes.
Well, that we did, and we might again, because that's still insane to me.
Jyn Erso's age is unconfirmed by 1,000
Jyn Erso
sources.
is supposed to be 19. We did confirm this.
Which is all fucking Star Wars protagonists somehow
pretty much
start their journey
she's
at 19.
and she was 32 when this was recorded?
Hey, no. She's 42 now. So this is 8 years ago, so she was 36.
That's worse.
She plays it well. She's a great actress. I want Jyn Erso back.
I thought she was closer to like 22, but
22.
Yeah,
It's copyright strike by Taylor Swift.
No,
because that good. Is that close to the actual thing?
Yeah. I don't think anybody knows what you were trying to do there. Fucking
22?
screeching whale.
I am a screeching whale.
We know. We heard it.
And whales screech. Because I don't think they can.
I don't know.
You don't know whales can screech? Maybe you should figure that out, buddy.
I don't want to.
Okay. But honestly, I remember 3 parts of this film. I'm gonna be real. And how does and like I know like I remember all of it, but like I'm telling you like 3 points of the story like actually stand out to me. It's the original infiltration of that one Jedi city thingy with K2SO and like, did you know that was me?
That's pretty good. I loved that.
It was a pretty good line. Yeah.
Her face after she shot that droid and like, oh shit, did I just? And then K2 steps out. Did you know that wasn't me? Oh, fuck.
Also, Alan Tudyk is fantastic. I love Alan Tudyk.
K2 is incredible. I love him.
Yeah. We need more Alan Tudyk in the Star Wars universe. I'm gonna be real. He should be like Sam Witwer.
Maybe. But also maybe he should just stay as only K2 because he was too good.
Well, I think Alan Tudyk did some Clone Wars voices, so
he might have.
Everyone
did Clone Wars. I was in Clone Wars. I wish, actually.
He was the garbage bot that runs around and...
No, I played the Zillow Beast.
Zero idea what that is.
That's unfortunate.
Zillow Beast, that sounds like marked up prices on your home.
Yes. That is what he did.
But and then after that, I remember the biggest thing that stands out to me is the attempted assassination of Jin's father, and then Scarif, because that's like where like the last third of the movie takes place.
Yeah, where the movie gets really fun.
Does it?
Yeah, you don't like that whole bit?
I think that third act kind of falls off a little bit.
How?
It just slows down. I don't know how you slow down.
No, it speeds up.
I don't know. It just feels kind of clunky. I don't know.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
And they kill everyone one by one by one. Like by the first person, you're like, oh, now they're all gonna die. It's like kind of like, oh, there's no hope to find Jyn Erso later, or a Cassian at like a movie that takes place between episode 4 and 5 or something like that.
You don't know. We never see them die on screen.
Okay,
we never see a body. They might be alive. We never see a body. They might be alive.
See Mace Windu's body. Oh,
right. What is the most popular fan theory in the world?
That he's Finn's father?
Well, that's not... No, I just meant that he's alive.
Oh.
And he would have had to have lived to be Finn's father. Like,
I feel like that's just
for a long time.
I think that's just people connected to 2 black guys in Star Wars.
Well, remember, there was also the Lando idea, which was... Yeah, people thought he was Lando's grandson. Probably. Maybe kid. I guess it could be kid.
Yeah, definitely could be kid. It's like 25 years after like New Hope. Not New Hope. Wrong movie. Return of the Jedi.
I mean, it is like, 30 years after New Hope, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't think it slows down. And maybe so I never actually really took it as them being killed off one by one. They're showing them one by one.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, Chirrut did die, like before the other guy. But I just
Yeah.
think that is how that would go.
Uh-huh.
He'd watch him die and then be like, God damn it.
Uh-huh.
And then try to go out in his blaze of glory as he did. But I kind of felt like most of it was happening at the same time.
Okay.
But I don't have real reasoning for that. That's just, but there's
I
also,
have a reason.
well, there's no way, it's not like there's a fucking, clock everywhere so we can see what time it is when they're dying.
They
Like,
should have
you're just inferring based off of what you think. And I think it's all like concurrently happening.
They should have Dunkirk it where it's like all at the same time, but you can tell because of the time thing. Dunkirk's a confusing movie, gonna be real.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't have done that then. Star Wars
Came with the next year.
Star Wars fans can't figure out when you explain something to them what's going on. So don't add confusion levels.
That's why I have to explain to Geek how movies work.
That's not true at all.
Well, you're a Star Wars fan, aren't you?
No.
I get doing like
not in this context.
you know the Adam Driver voice. You look like a Star Wars fan.
Oh my God.
This is a bad way.
People are very, people judge the way I look very harshly. It's pretty funny. It's actually not, but
people do judge how people look. Yes, this is correct.
True. But yeah, I always thought they were all kind of dying at the same time, except for maybe Jin and Cassian.
Yeah, because he got nuked.
Yeah. So they like lived through to the end, but I feel like K2 and the maybe the pilot did die first though.
He blew up. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he definitely died differently, but that all felt like it was like one moment where everything just like popped.
It feels very cliche to have like that moment of like, oh, they're doing really well, and then they drop, and then they go back to doing really well. It's like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't need the moment of like despair. I need the moment of, hey, this could go wrong at any second. You don't need it to be like, oh, we're like down in the fucking dumps. No, just keep fucking going.
That's what that is, though, is something happening at any moment.
Yeah, but like, I don't need the like to have
the
like
stuff kept happening. Like when Cassian,
the montage of death. I need that to happen over time.
Well, it did happen over time, and that's what your complaint is.
No, my complaint is that it kind of all happens in this one moment.
Well, no, so, you're saying they all die one by one, which you hate, and now you're saying you wish you watched them all die one by one.
No,
what do you want?
I'm saying, okay, so here's a line. Here's how I like the things should go, right? Okay, so here's like where the start of the invasion of Scarif, right? Sure. And then all of a sudden, shit hits the fan. Everyone dies at one point in time. And they rev back up to like, oh, we got the plans. We're sending the plans to the thing.
If everyone died, how do they send the plans? Jackass.
The side characters die, dumbass.
This entire show is literally about side characters.
You're a side character.
Like, literally, this entire movie is about one quote.
There's two leads, dumbass.
They're still side characters. In general,
technically, in the grand scheme of Star Wars, yes, but in this movie, they are main characters. So shut the fuck up.
The existence of this movie is a side quest that exists because of 4 words.
Not a side quest. Literally, the main kicking off point of the first film.
Oh, the first film claims this is a side quest because they acknowledge it for 4 seconds. They spend longer talking about Luke shooting womp rats with his T-16. Yeah, I know my Star Wars.
Really? Question. I do have a question about the invasion of Scarif. So they blew up Scarif, right?
No, I don't. I think it's just like what they did with Jeddah. They blew up the city or that part of Scarif.
Doesn't matter. Still, they blew up that part of Scarif, correct?
Yeah.
So what happened to all that data that was like in there? They just like, fuck you. There could be important shit there that we need for later, like another Death Star plan.
Welcome to the Empire.
They're dumb as fuck.
They probably have.
They have one flash drive, a backup.
Well, no. It's data storage. You gotta have, you can have your cloud backup. You gotta have your hard drive backup, and then you gotta have your off-site backup.
We're using floppy drives, my guy.
Those weren't floppy drive, but you gotta have your off-site backup. There was backups to those Or maybe those were the backups. I don't actually know.
At
It's
least
never
that's where they
confirmed.
housed all the information. So,
Well, if that's genuinely where all of the information was, then I guess they deserved it.
also the fact that they went to this place in Scarif to get Cody Rhodes is crazy to me. What's the plan's called, bud?
Uh, okay, true. Cody Rhodes is named after Jenner, so how weird.
Dub?
How
Question
weird.
mark? Dub?
Because remember, Star Wars happened first. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Greatest crossover to ever exist? Question mark.
The most random crossover to ever exist.
Someone needs to edit just Cody Rhodes' face on that floppy drive the whole time.
All right, you've got your job.
This is not my job. I am not doing that. It takes way too long.
You got it. I have faith.
Yeah. Do you have I have faith in the Force.
I'm one with the Force. The
Thank
Force
you.
is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Bro
What?
could shed it for a little bit, be great.
What? Bro's using his religious trauma to cry again.
Yeah, I always do.
I know, it's a little ridiculous at this point. Get over yourself. What? When have I cried
wanna-
about my religious trauma?
Not your religious trouble, buddy.
Which trauma do I cry about?
The fact that you ask which one is crazy.
No. There's a lot of trauma. Yeah,
Anyways,
making orphan jokes isn't me crying about my trauma. It's making a joke. You don't make jokes. You just get bitchy when it comes
Yeah.
to religion.
I'm not bitch about your religion.
I don't really have one, but
I'm gonna bitch about it anyways.
that's fair. So what is you brought up Sharut? What about Sharut?
He's fine. I just kind of get annoyed that he keeps repeating the same shit over and over again. And I get why he does it. I understand why he does it. It just annoys the shit out of me.
Okay.
Like I get like the chant at the end when he's about to, but like he says it like at random times.
No, it's normally like during fights and shit.
Eh.
During any time where, using the Force would probably benefit the blind man.
Which is most times the benefit of blind man, but not.
I mean, but I don't.
He's daredeviling that shit to the Force.
Not exactly, but sure.
More or less, he is.
Not exactly, but sure.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Not exactly, but sure.
Fine. Do you want to talk about probably your favorite part of this movie?
What is my favorite part of this movie?
I'm gonna guess this real quick. Besides the obvious, we'll skip the obvious right now because we'll talk about that in a minute. What's your feelings about Mr. Cassian Andor? Because I feel like that's your favorite part of the film.
Just Cassian Andor is my favorite part of this film.
Yes.
No, Cassian's little speech before they go land on Scarif is probably my favorite part of this film. A good monologue will always be my favorite part of a film. A good monologue. My favorite part of Andor is a monologue. There's actually 3 monologues, and they all make me.
They make you what?
You don't need to know. I don't need to finish that sentence. Thank you.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, a good monologue is really what I'm looking for. And his little
It's like
pre-landing monologue was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I love Andor. His character is very interesting, though. It is. I'm shocked people don't talk about it, and maybe they did, and I just missed it. But it would be very easy, because I got confused about it and had to think for a second, to like Andor's quote, and I know you haven't seen Andor, the show, but where he's, talking about being in this fight since he was 6 years old.
Mhm.
He so when the show first starts, he's like not at all part of the fight, like not even a little. But it showed that not his mother, but the person who like raised him was for almost his entire life. So he was like tangentially part of the fight. But he was never like truly like with the cause for most of his life. So that whole like, some of us have been fighting this our whole lives line. It's like, really? Have you though? It's like,
I mean,
I'm going to pull a Game of Thrones reference. That's like being Tywin Lannister right when Robert is about to win his rebellion. He sat at Casterly Rock for years, not helping in the fight. And then the day that the fight was won, he joined in and acted like he'd been part of it the whole time. That's kind of how Andor feels, and I think that's really funny.
For anyone just listening, I'm staring at the camera because I have zero idea what he's talking about.
It's okay, though. Somebody out there will get it, and it'll be worth it. Or it won't. Either way. What?
Just either way.
Either way.
I'm sure someone will understand the Game of Thrones reference, since it's like probably the second or third most popular show of all time.
Definitely the first, but that's okay.
This is definitely not.
Definitely is.
No.
Yes.
Breaking Bad exists.
Okay.
Friends exists.
Don't even do that.
What? Don't even start with Friends? Well, okay. We were on a break, bitch.
I love Friends more than literally everyone else on the planet. Don't even try to compare it.
You would, Geek.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know what I mean. Anyways,
me and my obsession with the 90s.
Okay. I mean, yeah, technically, most of that took place in the 90s. But after season 6, it was in the 2000s.
Okay.
Yep.
By the way, according to IMDb, the top 100 most watched TV shows of all time, Game of Thrones is 1, Stranger Things is 2, The Walking Dead is 3, 13 Reasons Why is 4.
What?
Where is this supposed... It wasn't even the biggest show on TV while it was out and has never been the biggest show for even 6 months in its life. Where is Breaking Bad finally? Number 19. Barely ahead of Lucifer.
Lucifer's great.
Lucifer is great.
Lucifer.
I'm pissed that Lucifer's above Supernatural, though. That's just wrong. That's just not okay.
I don't want to watch 20 seasons to no payoff.
I mean, they killed God. That feels like a pretty decent payoff.
Holy shit.
Spoiler alert, the finale came out 5 years ago. Fuck you.
It's also a 20 season fucking show.
I don't care. You had 20 years to watch it.
I watched again, sidetrack, because we always get sidetracked in these fucking episodes. I watched a clip of Jensen Ackles at like a Comic-Con where like there was just a bunch more fucking people than he's used to. And he's like, well, did you guys like fucking discover this show? And they're like, oh, over COVID. And he points to a teenage girl, and the teenage girl's like, I'm 17. He's like, just stop talking.
Just stop talking. Just stop. Just stop. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Game of Thrones, the only thing that makes it feel like it wasn't that popular is it had the most major fall off of anything ever. Because like
in this again, the 5th straight episode.
The bad finale. Yeah, but there's never been, and I don't know if there ever will be, something that had such a stranglehold on like all of pop culture that just like had a bad season and just died. Nobody talked about it. Nobody cared. It was done.
Hot take, Stranger Things is about to have that real quick.
Maybe. See, I don't know. I was never that into Stranger Things. I don't think it was ever that good.
I am a hater for Stranger Things.
I kind of am as well. Like, I'm not an active hater. I watched the first 2 seasons and went, that was mid. And
it's
stopped
very
watching.
Mid.
And like, people are allowed to enjoy what they want to enjoy. Just like if you personally think Breaking Bad's the greatest TV show of all time, cool. I don't. Most people don't, but cool. You're allowed to be of that opinion. But that wasn't what we were talking about. It's like the most popular, which was by far Game of Thrones. By far. And
Yes.
Walking Dead was for like 7 seasons, and then they did 14 more and nobody cared.
It's funny because they only did like 3 or 4 more, and that will get back. But it felt like so long because it's so fucking shit. And
Hold
it
on,
took
is
forever to
it?
do it.
How many seasons were there?
Like 10 or 11. They other shows
They only
too. You
did
remember that?
4 other seasons. That's insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of those 4 seasons either.
I think I saw the episode after Glenn dies. And that's not a spoiler.
I
Happened,
watched
10 years
that
ago.
entire season,
That's season
and that's
7
where
or
the
8.
fall off happened.
I love when Negan comes in. That's where the fall off happens.
Which sucks because everybody was so hyped for Negan, at least
Because Negan's
initially.
cool as fuck in the comics, at least.
He was cool as fuck in the show too. It's just everything else
sucks.
kind of stopped being.
Yeah.
Well, it also
Anyways.
hit when there was an overload on zombies media, so it
Yeah.
The Walking Dead was really the biggest downfall when that happened, because everybody thought they needed a zombies related thing. Sorry, let's
Anyway,
go.
Star Wars.
Yeah, we were talking about. I love Andor. What you brought him up though, which means you probably have a thought you want to share.
I just don't think of all the characters you could take from this show and make from the show. You say show and I hate it. Movie, take from this movie and make it into a show.
It's a show.
Not the right character. It's not a show. It's a fucking film. It's a movie. You can use either of those words interchangeably, but it's not a fucking show.
It's a show.
I'm gonna fucking punch you in the fucking gullet.
What time? What's the? You know, we literally call the time a movie goes on fucking showtime, dog. It's a show.
No, that's a movie.
Dinner
show.
and a show. Dinner and a show.
I just hate that you call it show.
Get over it.
It is. It's not a show. It's just like
It's a show.
not. Fuck up.
It's a show.
Be angry when you say it, because I hear every time when I rewatch the episode to find the clip for the TikTok, it pisses me off every time.
Good. I'm glad. That is part of my goal in life, is to anger Grayson.
Anyways, of all the characters you could choose from, choosing Andor feels like the
Who else
worst
would you
choice.
choose? Other than, I know you're going to
Saw
say Jin, but...
Well, yeah, Jin myself, but like Saw Gerrera.
But Jin is an incorrect answer because she literally says she has been doing nothing
Yes,
for 10 years.
we talked about this when we pre-recorded, and I changed my mind.
But we haven't talked about it on an episode that anybody will see, so it's not bad to bring it up, jackass.
Yeah, I know.
But
Saw Gerrera,
maybe, but that would just be a true rebellion show, and you wouldn't want it to just be Saw. And
no, but he could be your lead character.
We've seen Saw Gerrera's like actual backstory already.
Rebels.
No, Clone Wars.
Really?
Saw Gerrera, funnily enough,
old.
Well, I feel like that should have been pretty obvious.
Hey, Forrest Whitaker's only like 75.
Saw Gerrera learned how to fight as in a rebellion from Anakin Skywalker, which I think is really funny because now he's rebelling against Anakin Skywalker.
I need the Saw Gerrera Darth Vader stand down.
Well,
I need like a UFC fight where they get right in front of
a little late for that, I think.
Nah, it's fine.
One of them definitely ate a planet recently.
What? Ate a planet?
Yeah, because the way the planet folded over on itself onto him.
Okay, he didn't fold
ate
in.
a planet.
That was debris.
It was debris. It was the entire crust of a planet, but yeah. So he ate a planet.
Anyways,
took it to the face.
The other one also suffocated, so I don't
in
want
the face.
You could have taken from the Jedi dude and his buddy.
That would be a very boring show.
We don't know what he did beforehand.
Yes, we do. He was a guardian of the will. A guardian of the wills. He stood in front of the
fucking cool.
No, because his entire job and all he did was stand in front of a Jedi temple. That's it.
Yeah, but they could have done something else with it.
No.
Yeah.
No, don't just change stuff to change
They
stuff.
could have.
Andor's the only one who had a background in the rebellion with a story that was worthy of telling.
I got it, bro. Darth Vader.
Well, I feel like we have a lot of Darth Vader related media. I
Not
still
enough.
think we need some more. Give me my R-rated Darth Vader Jedi Hunter show.
We could have 10
Golly.
fucking seasons of Darth Vader. What happened? Oh no, the Dean the dog acting up.
Is Dean the dog? He's acting up. He's barking.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, like that. Oh, there are people here. Keep talking. I gotta close the door.
Bro's closing doors. Of course he's closing fucking doors. Anyways, anyone else that can make a show out of? That one dude that was the main villain, but like kind of just a whiny little
Director
bitch.
Krennic?
Yeah.
That would be awful.
I know, because he's a whiny little bitch.
The
But great
only
actor.
one of those losers in the Empire that would be cool to have a show about would be like Tarkin.
Tarkin, I feel like the most boring show in the world.
That's what people thought about Andor too. Oh God, Andor had 4 monologues that were awesome. I forgot
Bro,
about
remember
one.
another monologue.
Oh, dude, why do you think I love Andor so much? All the monologues.
Bro's like, I just need a monologue for it to be
I do
good.
need a man's log. I mean, what?
Hey, no.
I say some of the most out-of-pocket shit on the internet, man.
Also, the use of Mads Mikkelsen in this movie, criminal.
Bro's so upset.
Mads Mikkelsen is a great actor, and they use him barely.
Welcome to Star Wars. Welcome to Star Wars. I don't know what you want.
I want better use of actors.
No.
Yes.
I like having the like main characters be the like unknown actors almost. Like the non-popular ones, and the popular actors are just like the side characters. I love that.
And I get that for the most part. When Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher popped on the scene, they were no ones.
Even Harrison
No
Ford
one.
was a no one in that movie.
Yes, he was. You're
Yeah,
right.
like
I was thinking,
Star
like, it was their
Wars
first one
made
before that.
the 3 of them.
Yeah, and they got like Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, you've
And,
got
John
Hayden
Boyega.
Christensen and Ewan McGregor, and
Didn't do much besides even after that. And Natalie Portman was already kind of solidified.
not really, not at the time.
Liam the professional.
But that one movie, is that solidified?
She probably had another one. I just can't remember anyone before.
Well,
Like
yeah,
for
because
sure
there's
before
no
that.
good ones. Like Liam Neeson was not the main character. Was he the main character? I don't
Yes.
think he was.
Yes, is Liam fucking Neeson. He's always been the main
Maybe.
character.
That's just because he's Liam Neeson, but that
That's like
doesn't make him
saying
the main
Nick
character.
Cage was never the main character.
But like, think about it. Samuel L. Jackson was always a side character.
That's because Samuel L. Jackson doesn't want to be on set every day unless he's having like.
I don't think that's
solid-
true. I think he'd love it. I think if they offered him a Mace Windu show tomorrow, he'd do it.
You think so? Like,
I mean,
what?
he
78?
literally did a Nick Fury show.
I don't think he might not want to do it after that.
It was good. I don't know what people are so mad about. Maybe good's not the best word, but it wasn't that bad.
It's not.
You're
a
just
word
a
you should
hater.
use it in, no, that
You're
show
just a
was
hater.
terrible.
You're just
That
a hater.
show
You're
was
just a
ass.
hater. That movie was
There's-
great.
Hey, gonna fucking
I'm
kill
just
you.
flipping it just to piss him off now.
The thing from now on, is it not? You a bitch.
you a hoe.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah. Was not a star before Star Wars.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's also Black Mask.
That was not before Star Wars.
Yes, it was. He Ewan McGregor reverse ages, so technically that is. So
I don't think so.
yeah. He actually did the Obi-Wan show before episode 1.
I really don't think so. He did age up a long way though back in 1977 for A New Hope though. He really aged hard.
Yeah. He went really
He was
really
supposedly
method.
only 58 in that movie too.
Yeah, he did really method in that too. Anyway.
I love that. I love how screwed up his age got when they cast Ewan McGregor. I love it.
They
80-year-old
always screw
Alec
age.
Guinness is 58. Incredible.
Yeah. But Rogue
Light
One, I
work.
think,
Sorry.
is Rogue One the best? Like from like you remember, because I know we haven't gotten to the Disney movies yet, but like, is this the best Disney Star Wars film? And I'm saying Disney Star Wars. I know it's like a really like red flag term, but I'm just using that as like kind of like the baseline
Yes,
here.
I would argue pure story-wise, it's probably just the best Star Wars film.
Really, out of the 11 movies,
Out of all of them. This by far, which this isn't saying much because let me tell you, George Lucas couldn't write dialogue to save his ass, but like,
I don't
got
like
the best dialogue. It's got a good story. The visuals are all really incredible. Like
CGI, immaculate, by the way.
Right. Like there's not really any major. Every other Star Wars movie, you can point at a major flaw. Go ahead.
This is
Gonna get it wrong, but
this is no. It's like the last Star Wars film to be actually like filmed fully on like set, like on location, rather than being that fucking. I hate I don't even know fucking remember what it's called, but that screen they fucking use.
Why do you hate
everything
it?
looked ass. It looks everything look like ass.
I don't know if it does.
It does because they use it in fucking everything. Every Marvel show and film has used it. Every Star Wars show has used it. It's ass.
Bro says it looks like ass. It's like he already forgot about episodes 1 and 2 and how just regular CGI looked.
I'm not saying that those look great, but I'm saying that when Disney got their hands on that technology, everything started looking just like.
I don't think it did. What do you think looks like ass?
The Book of Boba Fett looked like ass. The first season of Mandalorian looks good. I will give it that. It looks good.
I think you're on drugs.
Does not look good.
I think you're on drugs.
It looks fake. It looks like a fucking backdrop, not a fucking actual like.
I don't agree.
Well, then you'd be fucking wrong.
No, normally the answer ends up being that you're wrong. That has been the agreement that the entire world has figured out. And that's not just because we hate you. It's because most of the time you're just wrong.
Not just because.
I had to throw some shade in there. It was very important.
Well, we haven't thrown shade at the guy we always throw shade on these episodes.
Who do we throw shade on?
SWT.
Well, because he doesn't ever mention Rogue One because he knows he doesn't have a point. No legs to stand on this one. And he's not dumb enough to try. I don't think. Or my headcanon is that he forgot Disney made it. Because he's so stupid. Fox. Yeah.
It's kind of wild that Disney bought Star Wars for like what, $4 billion back in like 2012.
Yeah.
And then that might have been Marvel actually. I don't remember. And then bought Fox like years later for like $72 billion.
Yeah.
And they could have just bought Fox outright instead.
They technically wouldn't have owned Star Wars. Just buying Fox.
Lucasfilm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They bought Lucasfilm instead of
yeah.
Fox. Yes. I know how that works. I know how licensings work, but I understand what you meant. I was making the thing that they also bought Fox later on.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, Fox still makes Star Wars if you think about it.
The Fox division does not.
If you think about it,
they do make.
If you think about it, ESPN makes Star Wars.
Boy.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
No.
You're incredibly wrong.
No.
The same company that also produces ESPN also makes Star Wars. There you go.
No, ESPN makes Star Wars.
I need to see Shannon Sharp and fucking what's his face on that shit.
I want an episode of Dexter and Shannon Undisputed. Just Shannon Sharp and Dexter Jester.
I need to see Shannon Sharp as a fucking like Empire lieutenant being like, "We killing the Patriots."
That would be incredible.
Well, even if it's like an ESPN commercial, I'd be fucking. I could love it.
Oh, incredible, man. Trying to think other things from this movie. I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I'm trying to, my brain, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that like I love this movie, but I'm trying to think if there's any other like key points to yell about.
Dramatic bitch makes entrance for the ages.
Dude, it's not just the entrance. It's the ship that flies away and he's standing there and his cape is billowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's space. Bro is using the force to billow his cape. The dramatic little bitch. I mean, it's just like that time he flew a TIE fighter with the force and billowed his cape just to make a cool entrance. Vader is incredible. I love Anakin.
I still can't believe that we are 8 years removed from this film. And we have gotten zero indication that we're getting anything Darth Vader like solo wise. After that fucking scene.
Yeah.
That scene should have greenlighted anything Darth Vader wise.
Even Kenobi should have.
Yeah.
Like that, even though I know people like to hate on Kenobi for some reason. I don't actually understand it. I don't know what there is to hate. And again,
I couldn't tell you.
What?
I couldn't tell you.
Did you watch it?
I just watched zero Star Wars projects that are on Disney Plus.
You need to. You need to. And just so you can join me in crying. The final scene between Vader and Obi-Wan is
I've seen that clip, yes. I've seen
crushing. It's so beautifully filmed. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so perfect. Yeah.
But greatest scene of Star Wars? Question mark? I would say so, yes.
That scene in Obi-Wan, yeah.
No, I was talking about the entrance of
the hallway scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like 84 hallway scenes.
Nowadays, it was Daredevil and this, and that was it.
No, I mean just in Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of hallways in Star Wars.
There's a lot of hallway scenes. I don't even know.
Star Wars is just a bunch of hallways that connect, and that's the whole film.
Maybe. Is this the best hallway scene in Star Wars? Because you got Darth Maul, cutting clones in half with a piece of a wall. That was pretty cool. And using the Force, which is more fun. You got Luke.
Darth Vader uses the Force to throw a guy into the ceiling, and then while he passes him, cuts him.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You're not wrong. But also, Darth Vader just watches the guy hand away the plans when he could just force pull him back. And
because he's a dramatic bitch, okay? Let Anakin do his shit, okay?
No.
Did Anakin Skywalker actually just let the plans go so you could see Palpatine's thing fail?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I mean,
he's secretly Jedi the whole time.
The greatest pilot to ever live gets bitched by some loser in a freighter, so maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Also, I totally forgot about it, but I love the fucking space the space warp in for over the thing initiated, especially because they fucking throw a Star Destroyer into another Star Destroyer into the thingy.
Oh, they finally used a hammerhead as a hammerhead. Yeah. It was great.
It's an awesome fucking scene. I love it. It was great.
I love that they acknowledged that, that's the only reason that design makes sense, is it is literally just meant to ram into shit.
But it's the first time they do it ever.
Yeah, I know.
Like, canonically wise, that's the first time they ever do it.
I also love the scene as they're all getting ready to jump into hyperspace. That other Star Destroyer comes in and just fucks up half their days because it just comes out of light speed and just starts ramming shit.
They don't ram shit. They run into it and they just blow up.
Yeah.
It's actually the first time I've actually been like scared of a Star Destroyer, like entering a scene, because they're like, oh shit, we're fucked, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Also, why is the Star Destroyer called a Star Destroyer and the Death Star is called a Death Star?
I don't know, man.
Shouldn't the Death Star be called the Star Destroyer?
No, because it doesn't destroy stars; it destroys planets. It's more like it is a star destroying.
No, it's a moon. They say it. Actually, no, it's actually not a moon. They say
they literally say that's no moon. Goodness.
I can believe whatever I want. Okay,
Well, I mean,
that is a
yeah.
moon.
You can. You can still be
The Death Star is
wrong about it.
actually the moon we have in real life. The moon in real life is actually the Death
The
Star.
Death Star is actually just a tennis ball.
Is it actually?
No.
Well, I didn't know if I don't know if they like painted a fucking tennis ball. I was like, woo. Oh, they did a lot of shit with miniatures back in the day. So I'm just throwing the idea out. Anything else you want to cover about Rogue One or anything adjacent? We've also covered Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and
we were
Walking
trying to
Dead.
talk. We didn't do as much talking about Jyn Erso as we did in the last.
Because we spent 40 minutes trying to figure out her fucking age.
Yeah, well, we've done that this time. But yeah, as a character, me and Grayson got into this because he said he would have rather had an Erso show than an Andor show, and he apparently missed the line in the movie where she'd been like hiding for 10 years. It's like, yeah, what are you gonna see? You just want to watch her like sitting?
Yes.
Standing some?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna just send you a picture of Jyn Erso sitting. You can watch that for 3 hours. You've seen a movie.
Oscars. Big 5 Oscar winner right there.
I know it'll happen in Andor season 2, but I'm really intrigued at how they got K2. I think that'll be cool.
Yeah.
There also apparently might be some scenes of Jyn in season 2.
Yes, because
so like prequel, obviously prequel.
Yeah.
Jyn.
So the actress who plays Jyn, I'm forgetting her last name at the
Felicity
moment.
Jones.
Felicia Hardy. Oh my god! Why is Felicia Hardy still the character she plays in the Spider-Man 2?
Bro's just out here thinking of the black cat.
Felicity Jones technically has a second film on her contract, which I think they can manipulate that into like episodes for TV.
Yeah.
It was like a huge talking point right after Rogue One, because they knew what the contracts were for the actor plays Cassian Andor and then Felicity Jones. That was a whole thing. So they were like, how the fuck are they gonna show up when they're dead? So hopefully we can see some Jyn. I don't know how we're gonna see some Jyn when they first meet. This is like the General Grievous problem that Dave Filoni had for Clone Wars, where he couldn't have Anakin and Grievous meet ever. So
yeah, you can pretty easily make that work with Jyn and Andor, though, because you don't have to make them have scenes together at all.
I guess
she wasn't part of the rebellion. She wouldn't be dealing with it at all.
I would love it just if you just see Felicity Jones just walk in the background.
That would be hilarious.
Just like
walk up to Andor, spare some change.
you played Miles Morales, how we just see Peter Parker walk in the back, like basically for 2 seconds and then walk away. I want that. Just them bumping into each other. I'm like, oh, that's Felicity Jones, and they just walk away. Kind of like the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood meme.
Let's see what else we got. I don't know. I think
that's not good.
Me thinking's great. What do you mean? You know who we should have got a show on? The Imperial pilot. I just want to watch him pilot a ship for 8 episodes. That's it. No actual story beats. I just want to see a ship flying.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure they have ASMR videos on YouTube for that.
Yeah, but I want to see his ship. I don't know what it is, but I want to see it.
Just stick his face on one of those ships, like not even like in the ship, just like put it like on top of the ship, Photoshop it. There you go.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I know the next movie we're reviewing is A New Hope, but the next movie I'm watching is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Same here. Probably. I don't know.
I already have my tickets for Thursday.
You're watching it Thursday? I'm watching it Friday.
I have to watch it Thursday. My subathon starts Friday, so there's a decent chance that if I don't go see it Thursday when it comes out, I don't get to see it until it's like on Disney Plus. There's a decent chance that happens. So, yeah, going Thursday.
I mean, it's probably gonna make $1 billion. I think
Deadpool and Wolverine, or my subathon.
Both.
I love that we're referencing the subathon as if it's not over by 3 weeks by the time this comes out.
We're also referencing Deadpool Wolverine Lights coming out when it's like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is tough. It's tough. It's tough.
The Glorious recording ahead of time.
It's wonderful though.
And we'll give a mini review of Deadpool Wolverine like the next time we record.
Yeah, we won't be reviewing Deadpool anytime ever.
No, well, you want a Marvel year, and I'm not very excited about that.
Why?
Just, oof.
Marvel the GOAT. Nothing better. Nothing better.
No.
Bros out here thinking DC makes good movies.
Never said that.
Marvel is fun.
Also, fun fact, guy who got fired from this film, Gareth Edwards, which he didn't finish the film, but he made most of the film, also directed the 2014 Godzilla film.
Yeah, but this movie was probably bad until after he left.
They kept like 80% of the film.
That's okay. That other 20% was so bad that it ruined the show.
It was just a 90-minute Darth Vader hallway scene.
Oh, damn. Well, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it's bad that he left.
Yeah, it is. Anyways, next week, I guess we're wrapping up. Next week we'll be talking about A New Hope, which is the first Star Wars film. Question: are we just gonna call it Star Wars, or we're calling it A New Hope? Because technically the trilogy has different names.
I don't know.
It's not Star Wars all the way through. It's Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Technically, it's Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And I got to make sure not to use Roman numerals because it pisses off Grayson.
Yeah, motherfucker, using Roman numerals, it's not that fucking hard.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna make you fix it if you really care.
Yeah, I'm going to. Anyway, next we'll talk about New Hope, where we finally jump into the original trilogy, and Grayson here might have a little more spicy takes about the original trilogy than many people ever have.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Exactly. But until then, we will see you guys in the next episode. Remember to like, subscribe, whatever the site you're watching or listening to this on. And until then,